it starts with people just willfully accepting lies about cases and then reacting to it, and then taking that and then running with it to its logical course. We have to fight back. And what you need to understand is that that's 37,000 people just on this one subreddit. There are millions of people who have this, what we call the fried mental model of the world, where they just still sit there and regurgitate everything the NPR tells them, the Facebook tells them, the Reddit tells them, whatever the NPR sales narrative is, they will immediately regurgitate it. And these people, by the way, live around you. They're in your schools, probably controlling your schools and libraries, by the way. And it's a huge problem.
Look at this comment. Do you want to read that one, Phil?
Leaving a legal resident of the U.S. to rot in a foreign prison should make every single member of Congress vote to impeach him. The fact they are silent and the fact Trump revels in sending people to a foreign prison will not be remembered kindly. His legacy is long gone.
He didn't send an American citizen to a foreign prison. He didn't send a man to a foreign prison.
He said a legal resident. So, I mean, that
Oh, right. This guy was not a legal resident.
Right.
He was here illegally with a stay over, I guess, safety concerns. And the Trump administration argues they actually did have the authority to deport him, and it wasn't a mistake. But this guy's not going to a foreign prison. He went home. He went home. Could you imagine a guy breaks into your house, steals a bunch of your stuff, eats all your food, and then he's holding a bunch of your gold and rare earths that you store in your house that you've exported from China at the last minute, imported, and then you go, hey,
I have so many rare earths in my mud room.
And then you go, buddy, hey, you're gonna pay the penalty. I'm gonna give you a ride home. Come on, my van's right here. Hop in. We'll drive you home. No, my wife's gonna be mean to me. It's okay. I'll give you a ride home.
So, when we say make America great again, I really come back to this point of, you guys remember when the ACLU, which if you don't know what that acronym is, American Civil Liberties Union. Actually,
Anti-Civil Liberties Union now.
Well, that's what it is now. But it used to actually stand for protecting our civil liberties. Now they spend so much time protecting and defending these illegal immigrants or people who aren't actually deserving of those civil liberties. It is insane to me. And they're fighting so hard to get this guy back. Here's the conversation. And I laid this out a week and a half ago before this guy came and El Salvador came and said, no, we're not doing that. It was quite literally, okay, Donald Trump must facilitate. Here's the conversation. Hey, yeah, we're going to need that guy back. And El Salvador's like, what, our citizen? Yeah, that guy. Nope, not going to happen. Well, shit, I tried.
Not just that. It's like, if there was a crime the man committed whose penalty was answering for the murder of somebody, and we wanted to extradite him, saying, you can't protect this man, he murdered some. No. This is a guy whose crime was he's a gang member who entered illegally, for which the penalty is go home.
So
he was sent home. By what logic are we going to extradite him back here?
So, and here's the crazy part. So the day before the Supreme Court announcement came down saying, hey, 9-0, got to get him back, Pam Bondi and I can't remember who else did a conference saying, hey, we're dropping all these charges. It's like they knew that Supreme Court decision was coming as it was supposed to be. And they said, we're going to drop these charges because we can't say we have to bring you back to get your due process for the crimes that you allegedly committed. We're not charging you with any crimes.
Yeah.
The only crime you have is being here illegally.
The Supreme Court said not that they said Trump can't be compelled to have a foreign government give up one of their own citizens. They said in the event that El Salvador does release this man, Trump must provide the plane for him to come back. Mm-hmm. So if the guy is freed and then says, I would like to come to America, Trump's supposed to fly him back. So Nayib Bukele just goes, nah, he's a criminal. He ain't going nowhere.
Perfect.
I mean, thankfully, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say what people need to understand, though, is that the Maryland Man hoax, and that's what we're calling it, it's the Maryland Man hoax. This is a disinformation operation that's being run, and Reddit, of course, is a huge channel for disinformation that's being run against President Trump. Obviously, they're trying to break up his relationship with Bukele. They're trying to use Bukele as someone who's, by the way, beaten these people at every single one of their games, including the judges and including the courts down there, including the liberal media. But now they're terrified of Trump actually using these tactics in the United States, not just for illegals, by the way, but for hardened criminals, murderers, and the rest of actually locking up gangs and throwing people away and throwing away the key. And so in order to do that, you've got to run a sort of low level. We're starting to see our versions of the color revolution playbook be used against Trump. And one of the key elements of the color revolution playbook is the locking up of nonviolent citizens. So this is always something they use. This is, by the way, something they accused of Gaddafi of doing. This is something they accuse across the Middle East when they were knocking off regimes. They would say, you're locking up people, you're going against your own people, you're attacking your own people. They said it about, you think of autocrat after autocrat, dictator after dictator, but now you're using that same narrative. He's attacking his own people. They know that they're lying. They don't care that they're lying. They know that we are telling the truth. The thing is, they're going to run the operation anyway because they can still reach the people on Reddit, the people on NPR, the people on Facebook, which, by the way, Mark Zuckerberg has done nothing to clean up. And, they'll use that to try to erode support away from Trump as much as possible.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.